Give me your best tandem of receivers right now in the NFL.
It's hard for me not to go with the two guys we just watched in our little, start of our segment there, Jamar Chase and T-Higgins. Jamar Chase is the best receiver in football, so that, of course, in my eyes, brings them up. And then T-Higgins, as we've discussed a lot, is a number one for a lot of teams in football. And the fact that they're different in how they approach or their skill set, I think that's what also makes them awesome. Jamar Chase can catch the ball and run for 70. He's kind of more of the quick, the fast guy that makes crazy plays like that. And the fact that you got T. Higgins who can do some of that stuff, but his stuff is more like, hey, let's let him open up and go downfield and throw it him that way. The back shoulders, the jump balls. It's a perfect tandem together in their skill set. I'm going to go with them.
I'm struggling here.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
And I agree with you. I would have gone Chase and
Yeah.
Higgins. I'm doing a projection based upon what I think is going to happen this year.
Okay.
I think that the guys that would immediately come to mind might be dipping a little bit. The guys I'm going to go with, it feels like it's on the rise. One guy's in the peak smack dab middle of his prime, and Justin Jefferson. Jordan Addison entering year 3. I'm going to go with the Vikings tandem.
Okay.
Jefferson.
I didn't think you were going to go there. I didn't think you were going to do it. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were setting it up for the Steelers there for a second. I was like, wait, is he about to go DK?
I don't think Pickens is going to be there week 1. I don't think he's going to be there.
Yeah, you don't think that's going to work. You think he'll be trade bait at some point. Okay. All right. So Jefferson and Addison is back. There we go. All right, I'm going to go to Philadelphia next. That's going to be my next crew. I know it's tough here because we got some good ones. There's no doubt. But I think by anybody that's listened to me talk about football, and you included, I love A.J. Brown. I think he's certainly one of the 3 or 4 best receivers in football. And he is the guy that he's got everything. He can catch slants. He can go route, jump balls, do all that. And Devontae Smith, who can do just about everything too. Maybe not quite as physical as A.J. Brown, but man, he can run routes with the best of them. He can run by you for deep passes, for touchdowns. He's got it all. To me, they're definitely one of the tops in the sport.
Okay, you left on the board the other duo that I was struggling with.
Right.
Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, okay.
And see, I feel like maybe the sun's starting to set a little bit, but at the same time, Tyreek Hill's got motivation to come back and prove himself this year after what happened last year. And if you keep Tua healthy most of the year, maybe he can. But I still think together, like last year, Jalen Waddle got paid the $28.75 million, actually a better contract than Tyreek Hill's, and then Hill's got adjusted on the back end. I still think that they are in that conversation for the best duo. And I'm surprised they made it to 4th. They'll probably be upset if they even care about anything we say that they made it to 4th. I struggled with them with the second pick. I'm happy they're there with 4 because I'll still take them over Smith and Brown by a little bit.
Wow. Okay. I don't feel that way. Jalen Waddle, I really like him. The size, injuries, some of that. It does bother me. It is inside the middle of the field almost all game. And then the Tyreek Hill getting a little older, I think, is what led me to go to the Philly guys over that. But I hear you. That was not an easy decision by any stretch of the imagination. All right. Now we're getting tough here. I'm going to go Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. I'm going to go that. I know we got Evans and Godwin down in Tampa, but Godwin's coming off injury. Evans is getting a little older. I know there's St. Brown's and Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown in that in Detroit. But Nacua, we just talked about him. He's awesome, physical, incredible route runner. There's really nothing he can't do. And Devontae Adams, getting up there in age, is still one of the best route runners. And even for his age, still can threaten you with a little speed on the outside to scare you that way. I really admire Devontae Adams for how he's kept his body in shape and tip-top form there.
All right, this one is difficult for me.
Okay.
Proven performance versus what I think they could be together.
Yeah.
We've seen Jamison Williams in flashes.
We have.
He's gotten more comfortable with Jared Goff. He's not a guy that gets a lot of targets, a lot of catches, a lot of opportunities, but, man, he does something with them. So if I'm going one game, dangerous combination, Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams, final answer. There's some others that are intriguing to me, especially in Tampa, but I think Williams could be incredibly special if it ever clicks for him on all cylinders.
Well, I think if you tell people that he had 1,000 yards last year, I don't think people would realize that. I don't think if you told people like, hey, he was really average yards per catch out of guys that actually had significant catches, he's towards the top of football. So you're right. He hasn't quite gotten there yet. But I think with people like you and me that watch football, you see like a different set of speed. Jameson Williams, I do think, is one of the few guys in football that can rival Tyreek Hill in a race right now. And I didn't think I'd ever be saying that. He's that fast. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown, man, I mean, he does all the dirty work, works the middle of the field, incredible leader, all that. They are a damn good duo. And you're right. This could be the year that goes to another level, Mike. I like that pick by you.
17.3 yards per catch. He had 1,001 yard, and he's eligible for a second contract. Now, he's had some struggles. He's had some issues. He had that gambling suspension under the ridiculous rule that you can do it out on the street, but you can't do it in the building. And he had, I think, another issue as well. I mean, it's just been there's a maturity factor.
Yeah.
With Jameson Williams
Definitely.
that I feel like is getting ironed out, but he is dangerous every time the ball is in his hands. You put him together with Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that to me is one of the top duos in the NFL. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.